to another video by Mr. Gift from the Congo. All right, so now what we're going to do today, you'll be working on factoring, but you're factoring to the highest degree, meaning this on the warm up, you were able to do something when the highest degree was 2, right? Something like this, right? Something like that. You're able to do that on the warm up with the highest degree being 2, but now you're doing it with a degree of 4 or just greater than 2, pretty much, right? So, how do you go about doing that? This is how you're going to do it. So, first you look, is it a value 1 right here? Yep, that is a 1 value. Okay, cool. Then all you got to do is move forward. You take your last number, right? You write it right here. You make your table. Two numbers that will multiply to 14, but their sum must be the middle number, -9. All right, so what can what am I doing? 1 second. Go backward. Do. What two numbers will multiply to give me 14? Think. But those two numbers gotta add up to -9. Hmm. What about 7 and 2? All right, but how do I get -9 if I add them up? One, if you make them both negative and negative. Because if you multiply that, you get 14. Check. And if you add those negative, right, you get -9. Check. All right, now you go in your parentheses, right? You put your X, you put your X. But here's the thing, though. Here's a tricky thing. Oh, well, let's continue. You put your -7 here, and you put your -2. But here's a new deal. Something new for today is this. The highest exponent is 4, right? So what we're going to do is break 4 evenly. If you break a 4 evenly, you get 2 and 2. There it is. And we are done with this question. Because you take the 4, you divide that by 2, right? To break them evenly. That's how you get the 2. It goes in both axes. So with number 2, right? Now we're moving on to number 2. With number 2, um, as you can see, the A is greater than 1, right? If the A is greater than 1, we tend to do the slide and divide because we're pretty good at that. Slide and divide. But before you do the slide and divide, here's something I want to show you. So you look for the first number 2, 4, and 16. Is there a common number that can be factored out? Yes, 2 can go into all of that, right? So you can factor out the 2 in all of that. So that would be, if you take the 2 out, you have x4. You take the 2 out, you have -2 left. Then you take the 2, you have 8 left, right? Now, I don't need this slide and divide for this. I don't need that anymore because the A value is 1. So I'm just going to focus on the bracket, y'all. Oh, wait, let me just erase the bracket for a second. All right, so just focus for inside the bracket. So with inside the bracket, um, what we're going to do is we're going to take the -8 because A is 1, write it right here, and look for the sum. Their sum have to be the middle number, -2. All right, what two numbers multiply to -8 but adds up to -2? I can think of 4 and 2. And then if I make the 4 negative, that should work. All right, so let's see. If you multiply that, you get -8, check. And if you add those, you get -2, check. All right, in parentheses, all right, still in my bracket, right? And then you still have that 2 on the outside, right? All right, my X, you have this, done deal. You have, and then, no, take it back. Sorry, y'all. I am not going to take it. I would take the -4 in here, and I would take the 2 in here. And then don't forget, because we have the x raised to the 4th power, divide that evenly, you put the square right here. And we're done. All right. Let's move on to number 3. Number 3, all right, so A is greater than 1, so we're going to have to do the slide and divide. But before I confirm that, you have to check. Can the 3 go into 11 and 10? No. So we got to do the slide and divide. All right, so slide first. 3 times 10, you get 30. Their sum has to be the middle number, -11. All right, so what two numbers? Hey, what about 6 and 5? 6 and 5 would work. But how do I get negative 11? By making them both negative. When you do that, you get positive 30 check. And then when you do negative 6 plus negative 5, you definitely get negative 11. All right, so now let's put them in parentheses. X, X, negative 6 right here, negative 5 right here. All right, don't forget to bring the slide and divide, say, bring that 3 back in the game right here, right here. So now this right here can easily divide, and that would make a 2. All right, and then this one would not nicely divide, so you have to take the 3, move it in the front. So that's 3 in the front, minus 5. And then we're done with this. Oh, don't forget the x squared, because this 4 got that in half nicely. It goes right there, and we're done.